Alright, so I'm doing some testing here on my indoor crawler course, and I had an issue crop up with the Ascent 32. Um, Let me just show you what I got here. We'll explain what I did and go from there. So this is the issue. This is a 2-gram digital servo. Now I didn't read properly. Let me see if I can get this zoomed in a little bit. If you can, it's kind of really hard to see. Maybe you can see it like this. .7 to 4.2 volts. Now, I didn't realize that it was that low. Like I said, it's really hard to see there. I just missed that. Okay, so I set that servo to the side, and I now had to go back to the trusty Emax. This is the ES92512, and let me see if I can get that zoomed in a little bit. That's 4.8 to 6 volts. Now, only reason I didn't use these before is because they tend to go out quite a bit. With all the Emax servos, that's the only complaint I've ever had. They fit everything I try to put them in. Now, this one here didn't fit 100%. I had to cut the ear off the side and glue it down. But I'm going to work on a tray for that, maybe 3D print one or whatever. So, it's kind of aggravating, going through some of this stuff here. But I find it kind of interesting and challenging, and I really get into this stuff. So, that's what I had to do for this. We're going to see how this one works here. I never had any problem with these servos other than the fact that they go out. So I did have to order a couple more just to make sure I have some on hand, but they won't be here till like mid-December. So yeah, hopefully nothing happens until then, because all I have left is another one of these crappy servos that is not going to work. So I'll save this for like some of my robotic stuff or whatever, something with low power. Definitely can't go crazy with this here. And right now we're working on trying to set our GAC racing. If you can see that in there, it's G40, and it goes all the way up to 4S. So that's what I was doing here. I was just kind of working on my course here, doing some trimming and taking some stuff out, seeing what works, what didn't work, that kind of stuff here. And the servo just kind of browned out on me and said, nah, baba, nah. So, yep, there you go. I think it needs to be said that we need a list of things that'll work with this Red Cat, so I'm going to start working on that for you guys.